I'm so excited to talk to you about the bear. Jeremy, I want to start with you. You and I have had the pleasure of speaking before. I just want to re-up a request that we get Carmy into therapy. From what I've seen from the first two episodes, he's not in a great place. Is there any movement on that? Is he any closer to going to therapy?
I don't think so. I don't know Carmi's attitude about therapy. I think he probably believes that he's undeserving and it's like self-indulgent or something like that. Not something that Jeremy shares. I think therapy is wonderful. But if I had to guess, yeah, I think Carmi won't like allow himself that sort of like time and focus, you know?
For
Let's kind of
now, we're going to hope that he gets there eventually. He'll get to that healthy place where he can think he is deserving. Hopefully. Maybe Abby, I was going to say, maybe his sister can push him there. Family therapy feels like the Berzatos could use it.
Yeah.
Yes, that's for sure.
Well, one thing I really enjoyed in seeing the first two episodes, Abby, is that Nat really is kind of more the glue this season. She checks in on him and she's like, Carmy, are you good? And then he has this whole thing and she's like, Carmy, are you good? Curious for you how that is kind of being that glue for the bear at this point.
She is seeing this evolution of him. We had the friends and family opening. It ended with him in a freezer. Now she's kind of seeing his patterns and, oh no, is he spinning out again? And what does that mean for the future of the bear? And how do I protect him? How do I take care of him? How do I take care of the restaurant? She's pregnant, and so she's grappling with becoming a mother and all of the familial trauma that has come with that. And it's easy for her to take care of him.
But you guys have this beautiful flashback conversation of when he's going to New York. You're at the train station. You guys have this beautiful, beautiful sibling moment. I'm curious, what was kind of the most important thing for you guys when you're discussing how you're going to play out that scene? If there was one thing we're going to get right, it's going to be this. What was that for you?
A really important scene in the show and between like Nat and Carm was sort of like the scene in the pilot where get Mikey's jacket from Sugar, and there's so much that exists within that scene, but there's so much that's sort of like unsaid, and I feel like this scene was another version of that one, but also like set a pattern, which I think is like so frequently, Sugar does this beautiful thing where she's really like reaching out to Carmy and he feels like incapable of reaching back or being like accepting in some kind of way. And I think for that scene for Carm, I think, he just felt like he had to go.
I think Sugar is, she's like, please don't leave me here with our family. I'm desperate for you to stay. You're my brother. I love you. Please don't go down a path of spiraling and being Carmy. And so I think just the desperation was something that I was trying to focus on.
Yeah.
It absolutely worked. Jeremy, I want to leave you with this. Since we get so much backstory of Carmy in that first episode, it's basically one giant flashback. Is this stuff that you already knew and just finally got to film? Or did you kind of have to like imagine all of this in your mind for Carmy up to this point?
I think a lot of it was fleshed out like in conversations with me and Chris. I was aware of, where he's been to work. All that stuff was sort of established. A lot of like really important moments around like, Mikey's funeral and the news of Mikey and everything like that. Like I had talked to Chris about at length in like season 1. So these were all moments that I'd been thinking about for, or the most of them were moments that I'd been thinking about for a while.